There's a difference between a left hand that just holds down chords and one that actually plays music. If your left hand feels like it has a mind of its own, or no mind at all, you are not alone. Most adult piano learners spend months practicing hands separately and still feel like the left hand just won't cooperate. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 specific left hand patterns that you can use to help your left hand make music. And one of the interesting things about these patterns is you can practice them even if you're not at the piano. Now, I want you to know these are just 3 patterns out of a countless number of patterns out there, but these 3 will help you get started. Now, there's something I want you to remember. Your left hand isn't weak. Don't think of your left hand as being weak. It is undertrained, and there's a real difference. Weakness means you can't do something. No matter how hard you work at it, you just can't do it. Undertrained means you simply haven't been shown the right exercises yet. You haven't yet gained the muscle memory. And that's a lot of what we do when we learn to play the piano is we are gaining muscle memory. Think about how many things your right hand has done over the course of your life. Maybe you use your right hand for writing. Most of us do. Or eating, or driving. If you're driving a manual shift car, you're using your right hand to shift gears. Your right hand has been in training for decades without you even knowing it. But your left hand, it's been waiting for its moment. And so these 3 patterns that I'm going to show you are what your left hand has been waiting for. And one other thing, as you learn these patterns, don't forget, slow practice is not a sign of weakness. Slow practice is your superpower, and it's how your left hand finally gets to catch up. So here's the very first pattern. This is going to be in 3/4 time. I'm going to play all of these just using a basic C major progression. In fact, right now we're just going to play the pattern on 1 chord, C major. So here it is. So it's 3 groups of 2. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. That's pattern 1. Very simple. Just a simple arpeggio. Up, down, up, down. Now pattern number 2 is in 4/4 time, and it's just up, up. 1, let's see, 5, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1. I'll put the fingering in there so you can see it. And then pattern number 3 is in 6/8 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice it's got the same notes as the 3/4 pattern, but now the emphasis is different. It's 2 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, let's take these 3 patterns and apply them to a basic chord progression. It's the one that I played at the beginning. C, A minor, F, G, C. Now, as we play through this chord progression using these patterns, we're going to use inversions to make them smoother. I'll show you what I mean. In 3/4, the 3/4 example, pattern number 1, we'll play the C major chord twice. And now to play A minor, all you have to do is change your fingering a little. Now we're playing A minor, but as you can see, it's in first inversion. So 1, 2, 3, or 1 and 2 and 3. And then here's A minor. 1 and 2, and then to get to F major, you just move that E up to F. So you can see your hand doesn't have to move a lot. And then for G, we'll play G7, and look how naturally it lies under your fingers. So here's the whole progression. 1, 2, 3. Now, let's try pattern 2, same progression. Use G7. And here is pattern 3. Now, I know these patterns look very simple, but that's why they work. And that's why it's a great place for you to start, to get your left hand making music. Now, I want you to watch what happens when we put in the right hand. Let's start with a simple tune. I'm going to start with the tune from a famous hymn called Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing. The tune goes like this. It's in 3/4 time. Just do that much. Now you can harmonize this tune with just 3 chords. And so in the key of C, it would be C, the next chord is G7, and then F and C. So we've already played the right hand, but now let's see what this accompaniment will sound like. There's our chords. C, G7, F, C. Now we're going to add the tune. Now you may have to go really slow to do this. Now with this tune, the first 2 notes are what we call pickup notes. And then that's beat 1 when you reach the C. So that's where the pattern will start. I'm going to play very slow. I'm playing the melody up here, by the way, because down here, we're going to crash into ourselves. So we'll play the melody up here. So now you can hear that your left hand isn't just holding down a chord, but it's carrying something. That's what these patterns do. They give the music a pulse. And so in this case, it's a 1 and 2 and 3 type pulse. Let's try this with a tune in 4/4 time using pattern number 2. We're going to take Ode to Joy by Beethoven. And so the chords would be C, and then G, C, G, so a lot of C's and G's. But now we have F, C, G. So this melody, of course, is so famous that you could probably just pick it out without me having to play it much for you. But here we go. We're going to play the melody up here again using pattern 2. Now let's try a song in 6/8 time. So we have this pattern now. So we're going to use a little bit of unchained melody. Now it's interesting, this melody is kind of tough to play without that rhythmic pulse. So when we put the 6/8 pattern underneath, now the fun thing for you is to continue on and figure out how to play the rest of this song, how to play the rest of all three of these songs, which I will do in the video for patrons and channel members. There are countless variations on these left-hand patterns. So we'll go into some of those as we continue with this series on what to do with that left hand. If you found this helpful, to like and subscribe. That goes a long way to helping the channel. And if you want to support the channel in a slightly more caffeinated way, let's see. Yep, there's my coffee cup, but there's no coffee in it. So if you'd like to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee. There's a link in the description. I'm Leon Holguin, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next one.